Hello, everyone. A new day has dawned. It's the end of the week. And like on most Fridays, we gather here to partake in our favorite Friday night activity. No, it's not drinking. Why would you even suggest something silly like that? It is watching Kingdom Hearts, the Interstitial War. I'm your GM, as always, for 3 more episodes, Nick. And let me introduce my lovely cast. So we're going to go down from newest all the way to our OGs. Starting with Tori. Give us an introduction. Yes. And then coming up second with a character we have seen and known and loved for a while, but have never been able to get a voice to. Sex. And then wrapping it back around to the person who's only been here once or twice. What? What is chat saying? Is chat saying I'm being... What? What? Wait. Can you all talk real quick? No, what the... Oh my god.
Chat.
In all my lives, I have never had this happen. Okay, now it should be good. Yo, Ninja must be freaking out tonight. What is going on? Okay.
I genuinely think my headphone issue was those headphones, because I'm fine now.
Okay, Ninja's be freaking out. Sorry about that, everyone. Can you just redo...
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, they can hear you now. The things are going on the thing.
Yay!
Wonderful. I apologize,
Do you want to do your
everyone.
introduction again, Nick?
Yes, go through the introductions again. I will not deny you that.
Oh, I wanted to know if you wanted to do your introduction.
No. Oh, okay. No, they could hear me. I'm not muted. My mic is coming in clear.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Cool. Hi, I'm Tori, otherwise known as That Nerd Tori on all social medias, and I'm playing Larium.
I'll just go. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
I'm
Unless you want the
Calamity.
fancy introduction, I could do that again.
Hi, I'm Calamity, Prince X Calamity on all the things, and today I'm playing Aelita.
And then, yeah, Chad, it's you. You've been here.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Hi, I'm Chad, or Ikea Viking, I guess, on Twitter. If you want to follow me there. It is what it is. I'm playing Max. It's been a while, so I'm kind of nervous, but we're gonna get through this.
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. And introducing someone that's been on the show probably way too many times. He's getting sick of it. Let's give him one last hurrah, Zach.
Hi everybody, I'm Zachary Vaudo, and tonight I am out of the multiverse and into your screen as the Sorcerer Supreme, Master Strange.
And last but certainly not least, you see them every single Friday, usually here. They're always chilling, they're always having fun, they're always being the heart of the party. Zeke, go ahead.
Hey everybody, my name's Zeke, and I'm Alpha. Everyone's favorite cartoon bird.
They have been perfecting that introduction for almost 2 years. It's been almost 2 years since we started the show.
I know, it's weird.
It's so wild. We're the longest running series on Carrying Comfort. And speaking of Carrying Comfort, I have to do them every single time we're here, because if I don't, I violate contract and I get fired. It's time to do some sponsors. Sponsors. Let me pull up the old just to make sure I'm on my list here. Cool. All right. I'm going to quickly go through our 3 awesome main sponsors today. But just letting you know, if you use the code Carrion, you get 10% off at every one of these sites that I'm about to mention right now. Do you like dice? I like dice. Do you like really expensive dice you can't afford? I don't like that either. Some people do, like Zach. But for a little bit more frugal people, Dice Envy. Dice Envy is fun. Dice Envy is affordable. Dice Envy has style. All the dice, but none of losing your dragon's hoard. Shop at Dice Envy using code COMFORT for 10% off. Moving right along, though. Tell me, do you like energy? Do you like sleeping? Do you like having a normal cycle? Well, I introduce to you, boom, callow, focus, like what my camera is not doing right now. I take these for my supplement needs in all my daily life. It's the first herbal supplement for gamers, by gamers. I use these when I play League of Legends, like no shit, and you know, they seem to keep me pretty focused, which is nice, because my ADHD is off the goddamn wall sometimes. But yeah, and you can use code COMFORT for 10% off there. And then finally, last but not least, 1985 Games. Do you like apparel? Do you like cool, like, journals? Do you like other dice? Do you like rollings? The rolling, like, accessories? Do you just like TTRPGs in general? The 1985 Games has everything you need with stylish new editions coming every month. And you can use code COMFORT for 10% off. That's 10% off across the whole sponsor list. All right. Now that I've done that, I've committed my obligations, and no one else is none the wiser. We can begin. Players, are we ready for a hell of an episode? Then it's time to start our journey of Kingdom Hearts. We fade in to a long reactor hallway where we see Alpha, Master Strange, Aelita, and Max running through the reactor halls of the Death Star, aiming for the core. When we last saw them, they had infiltrated the Death Star, Palpatine setting it on a tremendous countdown, at the end of which would fire directly into Kingdom Hearts, and thus destroying it and any hope for a future with light. And that's where we find ourselves at. The party is split. The battle is here. The gauntlet has been thrown, both figuratively and very much literally. And regardless of what happens, it's going to be a all-out war, like it has been. Max, you've been in this situation before, but maybe not quite of this magnitude.
Mm-hmm.
How's your shield arm feeling?
About as good as it can, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter how it feels as long as we stop this from going off.
You had to leave your partner behind. Your partner went the other way, that is. Both of you saying goodbye to each other like it might be the last time you see each other. Does this feel like a place of goodbyes?
In these types of situations, is goodbye ever really a final thing, you know? We hope for better.
Very true. Master Strange, you lost a lot to get to here. You've taken a lot of casualties. You've lost worlds to these Seekers. And finally, everything comes to a close. How is your head? Where's your mind at in this moment?
It has to be on the objective ahead. If I don't stop focusing, I don't know if I can keep in line with what we need to be.
Yes. And hanging from your cloak, attached to your hip, we see the gleam of silver of the gummy wrench that was given to you by Zach and Cody before they made their final farewells. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that. It's just still... it's just a scent to everyone's face whenever I say those names. But yeah. And then we go to Aelita. Aelita, this will be your first battle. Well, the Heartless Army outside was your first battle, but it's all kind of mushing together. But for some reason, you literally feel like you were made for this.
I do. I feel like, I don't know, just being here, something clicks.
And as your purple armor gleams in the low to neon lights of the hallways, it does feel like it clicks. You look over, we see Alpha, who's trotting along, having to take 2 steps for everyone's singular step in order to match their pace. Alpha, you've been through a tremendous journey. Through so many enemies you've had to face. So many people you've had to lose. Their images pass in your head. Who does your mind go to when you think of the costs of this war?
Caspian first. And I think thinking of Caspian makes Alpha look over at Aelita, because, I mean, Caspian's sacrifice is what brought Aelita to us. And I think he just feels like it's extra important to protect Aelita, because he can't lose Caspian twice, I guess.
Yeah. And you took care of Aelita when she was in that dormant state. When Ben was sleeping. When you were all alone on that island for months. There's someone that you've been wanting to face, Alpha. Someone that awaits you at the end of this journey. Who is it? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. But Jacked. Somehow Alpha's friend and arch nemesis in one.
You have a lot of those.
Yeah.
And you could almost feel, you could almost hear in your heart the memory of Jet when Jet told you that he would see you at the end at Kingdom Hearts. And here you are. But what you don't expect, the 4 of you, is running into a bright light that engulfs you as the room opens up. And you suddenly find yourself in a library. Looking throughout the library, you see ceilings that don't seem to end, walls of texts and ancient tomes, bound in this sort of futuristic place. It really does feel like a weird oddity in something like this. And in the middle, you see 3 figures. One of them you recognize immediately as the dandelion Brain, who you originally talked to. Do you remember where, Alpha, was the last time?
The last time we saw Brain was High School Musical, right?
Mm-hmm. And next to Brain, you see 2 people. You see a girl who may be the same age as San, maybe a little bit older, who's wearing kind of like a black overcoat, the kind of normal, like, stylish shorts that the dandelions tend to wear, and long black hair. And she's kind of perched against one of the books, absentmindedly talking to the other figure. This figure is pretty easy to spot amongst the rest. While Brain and this other person have dark hair, you can only see the vibrant spikiness of pink hair shoot out of a white ruffled shirt and black vest. You note these three individuals, all of you, as the dandelions. The same dandelions that helped you outside. The same dandelions that you came to a temporary alliance with. But you're not sure if that alliance still stands. Lorian, you see the four of them enter. What's your reaction?
I think it's a more of a, well, of course. You know, I'm not entirely shocked that they've also wound up here. You know, if I'm suddenly in this place as well, because I was also wandering around the Death Star when it became this place, and now of course this group is here as well. I'm not very surprised.
Yeah, reality tends to be a little stranger here. You hear the closing of a book as Brain looks up to the four of you. Ah, friends. I wonder when you would get here. You really take your time, don't you?
We were a little busy.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
to
saw.
keep you waiting, though.
It's okay. Got plenty of time to kill in here. And Brain kind of looks around. And just kind of like behind his back throws one of the books at Lorium.
And Lorium's like, oh.
Right as I take a drink there.
Ah,
Hold that, will you? Thank you.
sure.
This isn't here, is it? Well, it's here, but where we entered is not the same place where we are now.
Oh no, that's for sure.
We were just a few minutes ago walking around the Death Star,
Correct.
and now we are not.
This doesn't seem to be very Empire.
No.
I have a few theories. You have any thoughts, Lorium? I'm sure you've noticed it by now.
Well, there's really only one thing it can point to. It would mean there's someone left in the Seekers of Darkness who can reality warp.
Troubling.
You're telling me. Although this doesn't really seem that troubling to me. In fact, I think it's quite nice.
That might be exactly why it's troubling, because
Smells like a trap.
a place of such comfort and relaxation is not conducive to our end goal.
I think being removed from the place that we were in and of itself is troubling, so...
I mean, that's how we got here. But I guess so. You're all like after Mur. He ran off ahead. He might beat you to Kingdom Hearts at this rate.
I feel like we should get moving then, right?
We need to continue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which way is ahead?
I was about to say, if you know a way out of here, we would certainly love to hear it.
There's no way but up. Endless ceiling, there's got to be something at the top.
One might assume. All
Are you
right.
expecting us to get up there, right?
Well, anybody who's coming with, stand close.
Oh, you know I'm coming with. I'm gonna get close.
Yeah, also gets close.
Lorium, Scold, why don't you, pointing to Lorium and the other girl, why don't you, both of you, go on ahead? I'm gonna stay here.
Are you sure?
I don't really, like, and he kind of turns to Alpha. I know when I'm being manipulated. We all know that. And I don't really have any dog in this race. As much as Kingdom Hearts and becoming a real person does sound great and all, I'm okay with being a replica. And I think I'll just learn enough information here in order to pass on to my true self. Tired of fighting, personally.
Well, it's your choice to make.
Alpha's going to scamper over and give Brain a hug around the legs. Be like, if
He
that's what you want to do.
He actually gets downed if you go to give him a hug.
Aww.
Alpha, I need you to do one favor for me.
Okay.
Can't say no to this favor, deal?
Okay.
It would be nothing. He's like, oh, okay. And he looks at you and he kind of says, you know that witch that brought us here?
Uh-huh.
If you see her, kill her. Or depart her from this world. You got it?
Well, from the sound of things, she doesn't want to be here anyway.
Probably not, but you made a muck of this world line already. And here, and he kind of holds out and he shoves something into your hand. Take that. It'll probably help you in the future.
Alpha's gonna hold it in his little wing hands and see what it is.
And, kind of looks around. I think you're okay with this group, and leans in. Hey, Strange, right?
That's right.
Make sure that one's okay. And he points to Lorium.
I am a guardian of the light. I guard everybody that follows it.
His sister would kill me if I let anything happen.
I can take care of myself. I'm more worried about finding her.
We'll meet somewhere in the middle.
See?
Alpha's going to pluck a feather and give it to Brain.
He's gonna put in his hat.
And Alpha's
his fedora,
I'm gonna
which
be
he does
cheesy
wear.
and I'm going to have Alpha actually say the name of this move. So Alpha hands it over and goes, with this, we'll never be apart. So now Brain and Alpha have a mutual locked light link.
Oh. If you can, find my real self. He'd probably enjoy your company too. Whatever world line he's in.
Okay. Good luck, Brain.
I should
And
be
then
saying
Alpha
that to
will
you.
Alpha will scamper back over to Master Strange.
All right. Those of you that are not used to upward travel, hang on to something. And I'm going to circle my arms and conjure the winds of Watum to spiral around us and just lift upward.
Is it like a slow ascent or is it fast?
Starts fast and slows as it stabilizes.
Okay.
Alpha just puts his little wings out and just kind of floats.
So yeah, you all watch as you start to take off into the sky.
Yeah, it's an 11 on a mastery roll, so.
Awesome. So it's gonna go off at a hinge. It's gonna be bombastic. So you actually start accelerating. I'm gonna say.
Wonderful.
As you're going up and up like a high-speed elevator, and you could see Brain just kind of giving you a small wave. The last thing he does, just taking a little look at his book, enjoying himself.
And I will continue to elevate us upward, letting everybody else look for a sign of exit if we don't just go right into it. I'm a bit focused on that at the moment.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out.
As you go up and up, you all start to notice the area is getting darker.
Anybody else noticing this, right?
Oh yeah,
It's not just me.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it.
Like pitch black almost. As the walls begin to turn, kind of fade away, and all you see are remnants of stained glass that travels upwards, surrounding you almost in a translucent cage.
Oh, this really doesn't look good.
Feels familiar.
It does feel familiar to all of you. And as you get closer and closer, you feel like things, like life's almost about to break for you. until you exit out into what looks like a void as you come to a halt. A singular row of stained glass steps leading away from your current location that seem to just head upwards to nothing.
Well, shall we?
Looks like there's one way to go.
Guess they didn't want us to take the easy way anymore.
No, I don't think so.
Who is leading?
I can lead. With my shield ready.
There you go. You got the shield out and charging ahead.
Yep.
And I imagine you're doing like the run they do in Kingdom Hearts where it's like the big feet are just like, yeah, like...
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I got that
I can hear the Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora tunk and on the stained glass with the keychain jingle. I can hear it perfectly in my mind.
Yep. But save the world at the ready just in case anybody comes from our front.
And you can notice that Max's shield has somewhat changed into this bright, brilliant silver and gold shield. That once when this game's kind of started, it was like the circular metal one, has spiraled out into these like almost grand wings. And
if we're going forward, I'm not gonna let anybody through. Promise.
Right behind you.
Thank you, Max. Now, yeah, move all of us over to the stairs. I'm gonna keep the winds up to myself to be a bit up above the group, but I'm gonna let everybody congregate.
And as you kind of push forward, as you're going up this like endless staircase, as it were, because it just keeps forming and forming, you look in the background and you can see that murals are beginning to shine, like the stained glass ones, in the horizon, the distance. As you start to see, for you, Aelita, some of them look familiar, but some of them are just kind of unknown to you. For Strange, Max, and Alpha, for Lorium, you don't really recognize any of them. But for Strange, Max, and Alpha, you could tell as the first one comes to view, and you see, much like your own Station of Awakening, you see one for Dr. Fasalier. And then you see one for Venom, one for Shigo, one for Envy, 2B, Syndrome, Kefka, Bill Cipher, Gizma, Xanatos. And this just kind of, they almost seem to be getting closer as they close in. Kind of consolidating this into a nice, formless but still structured tower.
Not liking what I'm seeing with these.
No, we're in the heart of it now.
Just a question.
Yeah.
Does Aelita have a keyblade?
So you can have it. That's up to you, actually. So we've never actually seen Aelita's drawn a sword before.
Oh, okay.
But would Aelita like a keyblade? Oh no! Wait, Aelita does have a keyblade. Yeah. Sorry, I remember we did have it. She's like this brilliant silver and purple keyblade.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's badass. It's also, I think it's longer than anyone else's too, because I believe I described it as like a Masamune type keyblade.
I'd say like that's currently like ready on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Sort of style.
I think the best way to describe it is almost like Terra's, like how it was like.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's powerful.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. her hand's definitely on that right now.
I think as everybody was sort of like looking at all these things, Lorian would also be looking and sort of noticing that everyone else seems to recognize these, and would look at Alpha and go, "Do you know all these people?"
Alpha's gonna nod and probably like, at the point that you ask, will like point out each one and probably say something about like, that's Dr. Fasalier. He was actually really nice. And And that one was Shigo. She was scary. Shigo was really scary, and that was Envy. Envy was really, really scary.
Envy killed Caspian.
Envy did kill Caspian.
And you kind of get the idea that these are all Seekers, Lorium. Seekers of Darkness. But as you count them, you count all but 3 of them.
So, is it only 3 who remain then? If you've defeated the rest?
That it must be. Wait, does that mean?
Yeah, and you eyes lock onto Xanatos as one.
Mm-hmm.
But then your eyes also go to Venom.
Oh, that would make Alpha sad. Alpha loves Venom. I was gonna be like, oh no. What happened to Venom, though?
Then, Lorium, you start to see people you do recognize. Ventus. You see something that kind of horrifies you. As you see your own sister, Stratzelia, appear within the Station of Awakening.
I think Lauren would, like, stop dead in their tracks and be like, no, 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 no. What is this? What does this mean? If someone's up here, what does it mean?
I think Alpha's gonna look at Master Strange, because Master Strange is the one who knows how to summon people with these.
He's got to answer the awkward question now.
Master Strange, you would know that these are Stations Awakening. These were where you would summon champions. And they seem to be almost dormant, lied in sleep, meaning whoever had been summoned from these is most likely sleeping again.
They're doors of a sort. Doors that can bring champions out and then lay them back to rest.
So you can open it and bring her out. Can I open it? Can we open it?
It's not advisable.
I think we would have to have... And Alpha will, like, gesture to his book.
And then Alpha and Max and Strange and Alita, you begin to see other people you know. As you see Caspian. As you see a station for the twins.
Oh.
And then finally, the last one, which shocks particularly you, Max. You see Kim's station.
Kim. And start slowing down. There's no way that Kim would have. I turn to Strange. Kim's all right, right? She's gonna be all right.
And just staring at it, I just say, she's going to be all right, Max.
They're all going to be all right, right? If that one is, then Strelitzia?
And I just silently nod, not breaking eye contact from the station. Just to not answer as much as possible.
Alita, give me a 2d6, just base. Or you can add plus mastery if you like.
Okay.
I want to see if you recognize them.
Where are you? That's a 7.
So I'm going to give you one bit of information. So, you notice Zach and Cody are up there. But Zach and Cody are actual people of this world.
Mm-hmm.
They're not summoned. So why would they have a Station of Awakening?
This doesn't make any sense. They shouldn't be here. Why are they here? And kind of like looks at Strange, who she knows this is not saying much. She's like,
She's right, Master Strange.
He knows, but given the circumstance, it feels more damaging or disheartening to admit to everybody else that this is strange and unknown.
Too strange for even strange.
So instead, he just puts on the facade of contemplation.
And then you reach the top, where you take a step and you watch as the light spreads, revealing 4 intersected circles. I should say 5, actually. Sorry. Alpha, Aelita, Strange, Max, and Lorium.
Take your position.
I guess this is it, huh?
Convenient.
And Strange, this is when you realize, digging back to all the information, why Zach and Cody would have a station, because they shouldn't. Why your comrades would have a station, but they're still alive. And then you kind of go to the information Lorium to the beginning. There must be a reality warper. This is all a trick.
Wait, stop.
Lorium had like almost 1 foot into the circle and just sort of.
What are you thinking?
And he points to Lorium. You said something at the start of this when we were in the library. What it felt like.
That there's a reality warper left among the Seekers?
Somebody who can create a reality that substitutes in, that doesn't make sense, but feels too real. Things that seem out of place that we have to accept, such as stations that shouldn't exist, and a narrow pathway, the only way we can go.
Master
Or you
Strange.
think there's another?
I think I know who it is. Because, Lorium, if it's a reality warper, they shouldn't know about the person from the station you saw, right?
My sister?
And unless it's someone who can read our minds.
Oh no.
I think you're right.
That
It's Phoenix again.
And as you say that, you hear clapping as descending down from above, 2 cloaked figures descend. And we're going to take a quick 5-minute break and get ready for the battle. See you in a second. And we have returned. Quickly, though. Red, why don't you introduce yourself, since I wouldn't want to let you not have an introduction.
Okay. I'm Mischievous Red. I stream on my own Twitch channel and a variety of other TTRPGs, but today I'm playing Dark Phoenix.
And as the two figures descend in their cloaks, the cloaks disrobe as... Who do we see first? Phoenix, can you describe us what we see first?
So you see in all black, kind of different from the traditional Phoenix outfit, but all black leather with like a billowing cloak out behind her. A woman with her arms down and like the standard like worship me pose. And she's kind of just glaring all of you down.
Coming beside her, you see a man who looks to be more homeless than dapper. As you see a gentleman who does not wear shoes. He doesn't even wear a shirt. As you see Jet in his glory, tan skin, tattoo on his chest, the kind of like traditional blitzball player leg guard with the kind of one shield going down. You could see the kind of headband across the head tied off. His hair, which was once a deep, rich brown, has totally grayed out to silver. And you can see even his beard, which was once brown, is now a silver foxish gray. His one arm has mutated, basically, into this monstrous claw. Looks like we found our intruders.
Hi, Jack!
Hi, Alpha.
They seem to have figured out who at least I am. Before I can make my grand appearance. How rude.
You know, theatrics are only theatrics for so long. I say we just get right into it and finish this fight. And look, there's some new people with them. And as Jet looks towards Aelita, I've never seen you before. New Guardian, huh? Replace one of the fallen ones?
You're muted, love.
Sorry. I think just seething, trying really hard not to just like strike out. Just her hand tightens around her keyblade and she kind of like gets in a ready to fight stance and just doesn't say anything.
5 of them and 2 of us, Phoenix. Sorry, Dark Phoenix.
I like those odds.
Who would you like to start with?
So she reaches out her hand and strikes with intent using her telepathic abilities to essentially just crush Scold.
Oh, snap. Go ahead and roll me. As we immediately get... As I forgot,
you can't
Scold
ask me
was,
that and not expect me to do combat.
As Scold was behind you, Laurium. And what did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
2d6 plus dark, please.
I rolled a 14.
As you see Scold, like, get her Keyblade out, like, what? And you can see her just get thrown back off the Station of Awakening, disappearing into the dark below.
Lauren would just yell, Scold! Ah! And just pull out his Keyblade as well.
You deal with the pink-haired brat and the sorcerer. And you could take the dog with the shield, too. I got the newcomer and the chicken.
Whatever you say.
Hey, I'm not a chicken! We've been over this! You know what chocobos are!
You just sort of look like a chicken.
And he kind of looks to Alpha and Aelita, and with a appearing in his hand, this giant 7-foot tall sword appears. This like huge, thick, like gut style sword that he uses, and he cuts into the air, causing a rift into one of these stations, which glows with power. So come on. You want to get rid of that seeker, right? Come join me. And he hops into the rift.
Oh, Alpha's going.
Alita, it's up to you. You can.
Right behind him.
Well, Alpha's going, and while jumping into the rift, he's gonna be like, "Good luck!" to the rest of the group.
You too.
Fight together.
Yes. Yeah. We need to.
And we'll get
As
to
a team.
Alita and Alpha in a second. We're gonna go around. Lorium, your friend just got plopped off. What do you do?
Wait, do I attack or do I do something, or am I just getting ready?
You can do whatever you want. There's no rounds of combat. This is the D&D. It's narrative.
Heck yeah. So I think Larium would definitely try to attack Dark Phoenix very confidently, despite the odds.
And as the battle starts, you can see like the Kingdom Hearts screen pops up where they do that weird camera angle. And at the top right screen, you see push past your limits to defeat your enemy. So you're going...
All right.
No holding back, you two.
Never.
So you're going to make an attack?
Yes, let me try. I'm going to slow everything down here if I try and figure out how to do this.
No, that's totally fine. I can give you the options. Just narratively describe me. How do you attack Phoenix?
I think just like angrily run at her and try and swing.
You're going to do like the key like combo.
Yep.
All right. You're striking with intent, it seems like. Go ahead and roll me 2d6 plus your dark stat, please.
Okay.
I believe is that a -1.
Yep. I like light very much. All right. That's a 6.
Can you let me know if there are any? Well, I guess there wouldn't be any 6s there. For just overall combat, let me know if any of you roll a 6.
I did. I rolled
on the
a
dice.
6 on the dice. Yes.
Yeah. So I got a 6 total.
Ooh, that's a failure. Okay, Phoenix, I'm gonna allow you to take narrative response here. What do you do as Larium charged you?
Seeing as she seems to, or she, he,
Yeah, he.
or he. Okay, pronouns. Seeing as he wants a similar fate as his friend, she like brushes her arm out and like uses a telepathic wave to like push them away. Sorry, God.
Yeah, and you're gonna take a damage, Lorium, as Phoenix just kind of does the brandish and just sends you flying across the station.
Gosh, is that 1 harm? Is that what that is?
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, Max. Oh, does Max would Lex like to intercede?
As I see Lorium running towards, can I use Look Out to help them in this particular instance since they're in danger?
Okay, let me just.
Or I like Max would be perceptive that they were in danger.
Yeah, let me just read this move really quick. Just to get context from it, you're using Lookout.
Yes.
Okay, so they're still gonna take the damage, but they would get that +1 forward on their next attack.
Okay.
So as you kind of go ahead, you're still gonna take the damage, Lorian, but you feel Max grab you before you slide off the station and kind of hoist you back on as you get a +1 forward on your next roll, as you're officially limit broken now.
Not gonna go anywhere yet.
Do I still take harm? I do, right?
You still do take harm. Max, specifically, what else are you doing as well in this moment?
I'm gonna yell to Strange. Strange, I need to find a way to get closer to her, much faster. Do you think you can get me something to ride on?
Noted. And I'm still using the Whims of Watum myself. I would like to split them.
Okay.
I'd like to send one towards Max to lift, and then one towards Phoenix to just cycle her around.
You're gonna try to subdue her. All right, go ahead and roll me 2d6 plus. We're gonna do light because you're trying to kind of put Phoenix in a disadvantage. Remember to tell me if you roll a 6 on the die.
11, and no.
Phoenix, this is not an attack, so you're not going to take any damage. But you do feel yourself being lifted up for a second against your own will, which is kind of disorienting you. This magic is powerful magic. And
yeah, that, and then to Max to help lift him.
Yep, I'm basically gonna slide my shield onto the air,
Mhm.
and like kind of ride it towards Dark Phoenix.
Are you trying to attack?
Yes.
All right.
And True Powers of Light. When I fight against a Dark Force, spend a Heart Link. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
All right. What heart link are you spending?
Considering the situation and what we saw up the stairs, I'm gonna use Kim Possible.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and strike with intent.
All right, so that's just the 2d6, correct?
Yep. Are you using True Power? Oh, you're using True Powers Light? Right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
You're going to get a +1 on this.
Okay, so it's 8 altogether with us. Well, there is a 6 in that.
That is now a 1.
So it's 3.
As you think for a second, you got it. And Phoenix honestly stumbled. Because you used 2 hours light, though, Phoenix is actually going to stumble for a second. So your attacks are both going to get canceled out. And Phoenix is not going to be able to retaliate against you as you fail your attack. As you notice that. Very powerful. Indeed.
I thought I had you.
Guess I'm quicker than you thought. Or maybe reality's not what it seems.
And you could see Phoenix is burning bright right now as she uses her powers. Speaking of her powers, that's going to take a toll on you, Phoenix. You're going to take the harm. As the kind of round ends and you keep your Phoenix avatar up. And now
Got it.
we switch over the camera into the rift. As this is all nice and all, but I think we need something a little more heavy, don't you? As we look to Aelita and Alpha. And as they land into what can only be described as a massive arena. And looking before them is, you see Jet. And he kind of looks over to the side. And he tells you, adios. And falls back. Alpha, you feel like you've seen this before. Aelita, you're not sure why he would just jump off the... And you hear a rumbling.
Aelita, be careful!
What? Where did he go?
As you see a large figure, and I mean titanically large, rise up from the depths of the arena, planting their large 2 arms down as you see the monstrous form of Jekt, who has basically the demonic arm that you saw before has spread completely across his body, and he is now like 50 feet tall.
Okay.
Are you ready?
You do
Let's
not
do this.
fight against Jet anymore. You're facing an Aeon. And both of you roll to defend from harm as he comes and he sweeps across with his massive arm.
Alright. That's a 9. Wait, no, that's with heart? Light?
Light.
Defend from self
One of the
is light, yes.
Okay, so that's an 11 then.
Awesome. Aelita?
7.
Aelita, you're going to take a harm.
Okay.
And I need you to pick a price. Do you want to expose yourself to more danger, or you're going to let me make a move?
Let you make a move.
Cool. As the force of it literally turns the arena upside down, flipping it. As you take the damage, but you manage to hold on to the arena as it goes upwards, and you are now dangling from it. You and Alpha. Alpha, you've impaled your, like,
I
keyblade.
was saying, where's Alpha?
I just want you to go, where's Alpha? And then just, like, we cut to Alpha, he's like,
Not good. Not good.
No, not great. Okay, hey, Nick, what beer
Yes?
will keep my friends safe?
Ooh,
Because I think we need to think before we act.
it looks like he can control the stage, and falling off would be very bad. Yeah, what you see on the video, that's what he looks like. He's on fire. But you also could get on Jet if you really wanted to. You need to get the stage right side up somehow and keep that, or that's going to be a danger to you soon.
Aelita, we need to get him to flip the stage again.
Flip the stage again. Right.
And we need to not fall off. That's very important.
Yeah, definitely not falling. Very important. How about I'm gonna have her. Is this a situation where I could use like if there's no door, then I'll make one?
Yeah, are you trying to open up a way? Go ahead and roll that for sure.
Okay.
Roll 2d6 plus mastery.
No, come back! Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It happens to all of us.
Ooh. So that's 12 plus I think 2 is my mastery.
14. Okay. So you go ahead and you immediately so do you want me to describe what's going on, or do you kind of have an idea what you're doing? Try to get this.
I'll let you describe.
Okay. You kind of look over and you had to get some idea as you see like the little triangle float above Alpha, and you hit the reaction command and you grab onto Alpha. And you watch as Jet comes in for another attack, and you jump onto Jet's arm, throwing Alpha to the stage, who attaches like to a hook. You feel his little birds like as he like flies across, and kind of swing Jet around with your amazing strength. And you manage to seismic toss the beast that is Jet onto the stage, swinging it right back up.
Sick.
And he looks shocked and surprised as you kind of stand before him, and he kind of like looks at you getting back into the position.
Heck yeah, Aelita!
Were you that strong? I literally weigh like infinity.
Jack, I don't think that's a real number.
Is that technically a number? I guess infinity is technically a number. And I think Aaliyah's going to say, maybe you underestimated me, and sort of like reach out to strike.
Go ahead and roll me 2d6. Are you trying to subdue him, or are you trying to hit with intent?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, actually.
Do you want to deal? Oh, so do you want to deal? Are you mainly doing it to deal damage? Is probably the biggest.
Yeah.
One. Yeah. Go ahead. 2d6 plus dark. Yeah.
Okay. So that is 7.
Okay. So you get one response, or one extra option. You're gonna deal harm automatically. Do you want to deal great harm? Do you want to defend yourself, or do you want to take control of the situation?
I want to take control of the situation.
Cool. He's gonna mark a harm as you clash into him with your gigantic keyblade, and as you do of that, you kind of come around and you watch as your keyblade extends from the hilt, almost like a chain, and it wraps around him as you get to the back and you pull him upwards, exposing his armor, basically his chest, as he's trying to get at you. Alpha, what are you doing?
While Jecht is otherwise preoccupied, I think we're gonna take an opportunity and strike with some intent.
Okay.
But we're gonna flavor that with a summon. But let me roll my strike with intent first.
Part of the cards, Alpha over here.
Yeah, exactly.
For anyone who hasn't seen Alpha fight, Alpha literally just takes out a book. He's like, cards. And his keyblade looks like it's made out of cardboard, but it doesn't feel like that.
Yep. All right, so I think we're going to. Again, this is not something Alpha does intentionally, because Alpha doesn't know this. But we're gonna inflict physical harm and psychic damage on Jecht yet again, and we're gonna summon Final Fantasy X's Bahamut.
Oh, snap. As you do so, yeah, what's your roll?
I got a 9.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Deal great harm, defend, or take. Which is already kind of taking control.
I think we're gonna deal great harm.
Awesome. As Bahamut comes out and fires out, they do the mega flare basically.
Yep.
And it erupts and washes over as we see the 99, 99, 99, like 999s go across, and Jet takes the damage straight up. He kind of reaches back, breaking the chains that Aelita's finally secured on him to keep him open to attack, and looks over at Bahamut and goes, "You would use my own world's summons against me? Well, look what I picked up from my friend. Yu Yevon's blessing." And he shoots an arm out and grabs Bahamut. And you can see as the claws sink into it, and Bahamut begins to screech as it starts to turn this dark shade, green energy kind of forming around. And then Bahamut strikes at you, dealing you 1 damage alpha, as it basically smacks with its tail, and you see Bahamut serves a new master.
Can I?
Ooh, spicy.
Sorry, I just lost it.
That's fine.
I was going to try to do defend from harm for the tail.
Oh, you want to save alpha? Go ahead and roll it, but we'll come back to you in a second as we see Aelita basically taking off to try to catch alpha and lessen the damage. As we go back to our good friend, Phoenix.
So, at this point, she's going to have up her telepathic field as like a barrier immediately around her. She's going to bring up the resources around her.
Okay.
Bring like a storm, including the board that she's now standing on, so it's no longer in her way. And strike with intent.
Yeah, as you
with
see,
the storm.
Yeah, you see all the glass shards of the way. Who are you trying to strike with? Oh wait, you're in Phoenix form.
Exactly.
You strike everyone. Go ahead and roll.
Exactly. So I did fail the roll, but I'll do through fire and flame.
So you're gonna take a harm?
Yeah, to make it a success.
Okay. Do you want to deal extra harm and leave yourself open to attack, or do you want to defend yourself?
Extra harm, so I've got my field up.
Everyone takes 2 harm. Master Strange, Max, and Laurium do specifically.
Am I able to do something in defense?
So,
either for myself or somebody else?
Not for this, no.
Okay.
You could do it later on when some of the bigger stuff kind of comes on. Just because this is a result of a roll. So the reality storm crashes across as you feel the glass kind of striking into you, Strange. Max, they strike into you, bits of you as you try to defend. And Laurium, you're getting torn up here. But Dark Phoenix, as he unleashes that blast, you can see she's open, Laurium.
All right, excellent. So I think Laurium has decided that running at her is a stupid idea. The last time he was just very stressed. His friend had just been tossed into oblivion, and he was like, slap. But now he's going to do some magic. And I think some of the flavor we had talked about earlier, he's going to conjure up some magic and throw a big old shockwave full of flower petals at her.
Okay.
Very strong flower petals.
Strike with intent, and you are limit broken right now, so you do get a +1 forward.
Yes, I am. So that's plus dark.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a with the -1/+1, it's a 10.
Are there any 6s?
No, 2 5s.
All right, so you can do 2 of those options. Do you want to do great harm, defend yourself, or take control of the situation? I would suggest one of the 2 being defend yourself, so you don't take any harm.
defend myself is 1 because I do not want to take any more damage. And then I'm going to do a great harm.
Awesome. Phoenix, you take 2 damage as Lorium basically, like, with their Keyblade summons this tornado of, you said, like, rose petals, right? Like, the bladed edge almost back at you, which strike into you, giving you a taste of your own medicine. As, like, we see the screen, there's, like, sparkles on the screen. It's a very beautiful, like...
Lorium used Razor Leaf.
Literally. I was like, I'm a Pokemon now. And just a wave of force full of sharp petals.
Max, it's your go.
So, Lorium just shot... is it a literal shockwave? Like with force behind it?
I would say so. It's got rose petals in it.
So, so can I redirect that since I'm right next to Dark Phoenix? Can I bring my shield down and do like a shield bash to kind of redirect that shockwave down? Just like all of that directly into Dark Phoenix?
So you want to do like a combo attack almost?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say, ooh.
If possible.
Yeah, I'm trying to think the role that would be in order to do that. We're going to say this is a strike to subdue, because I don't think you're trying to do extra damage. You're just trying to put Phoenix, you're trying to combo Phoenix into a better position. Roll mastery.
Okay. Oh, that is a 7, no 6s this time.
Okay, so, you can choose one. Are you going to take something from them? Are you going to force a change, or are you going to de-escalate the situation? I'm going to say you can't de-escalate. You could force to change the location or take something from them.
Is the shield technically a something? You said there's a shield around you, correct?
Oh, you could take their focus, I guess. They would have to put it back up.
Yeah, with that shield bash, just try to hit as hard as I possibly can to take that focus away.
Phoenix, you get clobbered as you see this humanoid dog basically break your concentration with the attack, kind of going through. Phoenix, I think you're gonna start warping stuff just out of this instinct alone. Where do you bring them to?
I bring them to. Let's see, where do I want to take this? How dark do I want Dark Phoenix to get?
Just go. Go ahead. It's time. This is the moment.
She's gonna take them to a dog pound.
Ooh.
She's pissed at Max right now.
As you see the RP, just basically you finish the attack, Max, and you just get thrown across against one of these cages. As you're literally in like a prison fight.
Really? Are we serious right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Everyone's still looking pretty hurt. Everyone at least has 2 harm. Lorium has 3. Strange, what are you doing, my friend?
I want to continue to disorient, so focusing upwards, I'm going to invoke the images of Icon around Dark Phoenix to completely distort field of view. Make it hard to focus on who's where, what can hit, what is in place, etc.
Go ahead and roll me to cast magic, please. So 2d6 plus mastery.
Alright. 13. 2 5s plus 3.
No 6s. It's okay, Phoenix. They'll get it eventually. And then
I'm sure.
As you watch as everything goes dark for you. Except for Lorium, who has just finished the attack and is defending against you. What do you do, Phoenix?
So not being able to see anything around her.
Not with any clarity.
Not with any clarity. The question is, does she really need it? She once again brings up the storm, this time with changing the environment to a almost like an armory.
Like an
Brings up her
old-fashioned one or like a modern-day one?
Old-fashioned.
Okay.
Brings up her shield again, her telepathic things, and she just moves everything out from her. So, in a circle around her, if she can.
Is it just okay? Roll me 2.
Put it in a tent.
Ooh,
Probably,
okay,
that's what I'm
intense.
thinking.
So you're trying to damage. Go ahead and 2d6 plus
Yes.
dark.
What are these rolls? So I will make a harm to make it a success. And then I'm going to defend myself from harm.
As everyone takes a harm. And I believe that fills someone's track up. But we will get to that in a second as Phoenix erupts and bursts someone's out. As everyone flies to the backs of the armory. As we kind of jump back in to Jet versus Alpha and Aelita. You watch as Jet grabs both of you. In each hand. Or actually, one grabs Alpha, and the other one's clamoring to get you, Aelita. Aelita, roll me a defend from harm. As he begins lighting on fire.
That's a 7.
Ooh. Okay. So, yet again, put yourself in more danger. Have me make a move.
I'll expose myself to danger.
Okay. As you watch, as you're able to dodge the flames and you're kind of skidding out in front, you see, though, as Jet goes ahead and gives you, just is able to reach his hand and grab you as well, bring you up to his face. You don't understand. You don't have a reason you're fighting. I have a reason. I have the only good reason. Alpha, what do you do?
Alpha's going to... Don't have a reason. Jack, I like you, but sometimes you're dumb. Do you think I'd be doing this without a reason? Of course I have a reason to fight. And Alpha is going to... Let's see. We're gonna cast some magic. So let me roll with mastery here. And that is a 10 even.
Oh, okay.
That, and we're going to, while clutched in Jet's grip, just actually for a change, just casting some magic and not doing a summon or any silly stuff. Alpha's actually going to cast Watera.
Are you gonna try to put him out?
Yes. So I would like to cause 1 harm, inflict a semi-permanent condition, and I think I'm gonna heal a harm.
Okay. As you watch the water...
wait. How much damage does Aelita have?
Just 1 harm.
Okay, so we both just have 1. I'll take the heal for now then.
As you watch the water douses Jet, putting him out. You don't understand. I'm trying to find my son. I'm trying to get back to him. You don't have family. And just with his fist, he's going to pound both of you into the ground, dealing 1 damage. as just he's like, boom, like trying to smash you over and over again. Aelita, what do you do?
I want to attempt to like roll out of the way, and then maybe wait for a moment, because I mean, I imagine it would be hard to like focus on both of us at the same time and like keep track of us. So I kind of wait for a moment when maybe like you can't keep an eye on me and go to attack with my keyblade, maybe like the side of his head.
So we're doing maneuvering. I'm gonna give you, for that description, go ahead and take a +1. Strike with intent. As she's gonna come in and he's gonna lift up and he's gonna see you're gone, and he's just gonna see Alpha like, where's the other one?
Oh gosh. And then my light is 2, so that's... I keep rolling 7s. What the heck?
Hey, it's
another 7.
Something. Okay. Defend yourself or deal great harm?
Deal great harm.
Takes another 2 damage. As he is like being like, you strike through one of his arms, and it completely drops as you sever it.
Ooh, nice.
You are going to pay for that, you robot. God. And just, he's going to, I'm done with you. You see as he lifts up his arm, and Aelita, you're going to take another damage as he smashes you through the Station of Awakening, or the arena that you're on. And you watch as Alpha, Aelita, and the monstrous Jet both fall back into the battlefield, joining with Phoenix, Max, Laurium, and Master Strange. As you see this cacophony, and you kind of turn and look, and he goes, there's 3 of them still left. Why is the 3 of them still left?
I'm doing what I can. Why are yours still left?
And you could see one of his arms is been severed.
At least I have my pieces.
Shut up! As we kind of go and we look at Laurium. Laurium, you filled up before harm.
Okay, but here's my thing. I was defending against her.
Okay. So I'm gonna, so that's gonna come into account right now. You go and you watch as you fall back, and you feel like you've been critically injured. But you manage to pull yourself back up. Reducing 2 harm from your harm clock, please.
Hey, I love it. Good job. Go me.
As you see an energy is soaring around Laurium now. As you almost hear the voice of your sister going, is that it?
Absolutely not. You'd never let me live it down.
Laurium, it's your go.
Oh, great. Had this crazy idea. So is Phoenix still obscured at all? Or has she put all that away?
No, do you mean by the thing I cast or by her
No, the thing you cast.
No, the thing I cast is one way, so it's hard for her to see out. We can see her.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to basically shoot a bunch of arrows at her, but the arrows are flowers, and they are very sharp, and she can't see them coming because she can't see anything.
All right, I'm gonna give you a +1 for that.
It's so cute.
Go to run and strike with intent.
Yes, wonderful. An 8.
Do you want to deal great harm, or do you want to defend yourself?
You know what? I've still got 2 bits of harm left to go. We're dealing a great harm.
Phoenix, take another 2.
With my shield up still?
Ooh, you're not under the... Oh my god, as you watch, as you fire the 2 arrows, and the shield just... You feel like you have not broke your limits just yet. As you watch as Phoenix is raging right now.
Did it crack her shield? Is that what happened?
You feel like you would need someone helping you. Like a limit break of some sort in order to get through the shield. But because you rolled pretty well, I'm gonna say you don't take any harm, even though you didn't choose to defend yourself. As you're able to back out and kind of like, as you watch as Phoenix looks at you with like deadly intent. Strange, your go.
Seeing that, I just go, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? And I'm going to cast magic upwards from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Using the chains of Kraken. I want to wrap these chains of light around the shield as a whole and just pull straight down to the ground.
So it's like a telekinetic shield kind of deal. So are you trying to kind of pull Phoenix down?
If it's a telekinetic shield, does that mean that things that hit it stop around it?
Yes.
I'm trying to pull the entire structure,
the entire
side of it straight down.
Okay, cool.
See if I can bounce around inside of it or something.
Yep. Go ahead. So you're just trying to neutralize it. Awesome. Go ahead and cast. You're gonna try strike to subdue.
Okay. Sounds good. Nine.
Okay. Go ahead. You're not gonna be able to deal damage, unfortunately, because of the shield still up. But I will let you. You can choose one. You want to take something from them? You want to force change location? You want to de-escalate?
Can I implement my move of the prestige with this?
Bombastic?
Yes.
Okay. Phoenix, you watch as Strange pulls you directly through, and you break through reality. And you watch as the whole area around you turns into the Station Awakening, which shatters as Phoenix falls through for a second before it is kind of held in place as the area just begins to swirl with energy. The more that Phoenix fights in here, the more damage you do to Phoenix. You can all tell that the environment is just getting broken down. Speaking of which, Phoenix, it is your go.
Okay. Seeing that someone she thought that she had killed is not killed, why do you all keep fighting? Your lives are clearly on the line here. Is it worth the harm? And she is going to warp reality again, but like this time into like utter blackness, like just void.
I feel like you do the snap and just everything's dark. Yeah.
And the attack that I'm kind of envisioning her doing is like almost like a black hole, like centered on each of them, since I have the reality storm still up. So just like an immense amount of force of like the void pressing up against them.
Okay, strike with intent. As Phoenix, you're bound in the center, unfortunately, because of Master Strange's spell. As these basically these chains are pulling you down, but you're still able to strike.
13.
Are you dealing normal harm? Are you doing complete defense, or are you trying to deal great harm?
Great harm.
Everyone's gonna take 2.
I'm dead again.
Who's at 4 harm right now?
Currently at 5, but with my lingering will.
Okay.
I'm currently at 5.
Are we all dead?
Oh no. So I lead an alpha. You don't count this because you're still involved with Jet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no,
per my sheet now.
So wait, you're all at 4? The 3 people? Okay, cool.
I'm at 3.
And Alpha, you're at 1. Look at Alpha.
The chicken will be the last one standing.
The chicken will be the last to fall, which is always great. So you watch as Max takes the damage, and for a second, Max begins to actually fade into light. And Alpha Alita Strange, you see this. And it gets to Max's shield. And Max, you're not ready to go.
No. No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Nope.
As encroaching death comes for you, what do you scream at it?
It ain't time to go yet. There's a lot of goofing around I still got yet to do.
I think it's time for you to activate it, as your shield is glowing bright light.
So, flavor-wise, when we were knocked back, I'm on the ground still, correct?
Yes.
So I'm gonna, like, as I'm on the ground, I'm gonna, like, slam my shield on the ground and use that to propel myself up and be like, you know, I ain't just some silly dog. You know what? I'm a goof, and I'm gonna do what goofs do best. And, that's go maximum goof.
Oh, as you watch as the force around Max's shield disperses, and Max begins to turn a golden color, as the light that was fading from his shield, like disintegrating, reverses immediately, as Max refuses to die. Not here, not yet. His body is given out, his mind submit, but his will still hangs on. As you watch as Max's clothes transform off his body, almost like a full magical girl transformation. And in it, you see, kind of forming on him, the Powerline outfit, with the shades and everything into this golden aura.
Hold on, Nick. I gotta do it. I gotta do it for old time's sake. Maximum goof! There you go.
Amazing.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
You had to do it
had to be done in the. Do it to him in the right way.
And you see this, and you can all see, as you look, you kind of hear something in your mind. Maxie, what do you want to do with your power?
I want to save everyone. That's it.
It'll be a hard task, Maxie.
Yeah, but I'm a goof, and again, that's what we do. That's what we've always done, and so we're going to continue to do.
And you almost have a frown on your face, Max, when you transform, but it spreads to a smile as your father's mantra pounds into your head. It doesn't matter what situation we're in. You always gotta have a smile. As light begins to erupt from the back of the shield extending outward. Max, what do you do?
So, the roses that Lyrium shot, are they still, like, stuck in Dark Phoenix's shield?
You know what? I think that's a cool idea. I like it.
Okay. I wasn't sure flavor, again, flavor-wise.
The ones that that Lyrium shot, or like a turn. Yeah, I think that's good.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start running towards Dark Phoenix and slide the shield on the ground and start riding it like a skateboard.
Yes, the light
And as soon as I get... Yep. And as soon as I get close, I'm going to, like, reach down and kind of propel myself in sort of a circle motion and slam my shield just like before, but on those two roses as hard as I can to try to pierce that shield.
Now, I'm going to ask you right now. Are you going further beyond?
We're always trying to go further beyond.
Spend a link. As your heart becomes equal to your harm.
And I'm going to, for this particular moment, I'm going to do Goofy.
As your heart stat becomes 5.
Yeah.
Literally the largest number we've ever seen in the history of this show.
So, I'm still rolling 2d6, correct?
Yes.
It's 10 altogether, no 6s.
As the roses, as you kind of bash, you kind of get on, and like you strike Phoenix's shield once. and it doesn't break. You strike it again where the roses are, and you can see the cracks start to form. And Phoenix, you're like holding the shield up, and you're like in awe as this person that was the weakest one here is just bashing your shield in until the final bash comes in and shatters it completely. Strange.
That's when I'm going to pull my Keyblade.
We've never seen Master Strange Keyblade before, I don't think.
We have not.
What does it look like?
It is stone and steel, curving up into a large double-headed battle axe, about half the size of him, with the Eye of Agamotto dead center.
Oh, that's beautiful. You get the Doctor Strange battle axe from the comics. What are you doing with the axe?
I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to level it straight down. I'm aiming for a shockwave, like a force blast, straight down the line towards the Dark Phoenix.
And I'm going to say your limit is broken at this point. Go ahead and roll to strike from intent. Nine again.
Fixes?
No.
Okay.
Phoenix, you're gonna
I
take
have
one.
to help.
It'll happen. You're gonna take 1 damage, Phoenix, as the line breaks into you. Strange, how are you looking right now?
A bit battered, but still focused. On strike with intent, do I still choose from a list?
Yes. What would you like to choose?
I want to take control of the situation.
How would you like to do that?
I want to stop time for everybody except for Dark Phoenix and myself.
Ooh.
So before that happens, we're gonna cut over to Aelita and Alpha.
Absolutely.
As Aelita, you can tell from your like biosensors, Master Strange is straining himself. Max is straining himself. Laurium is straining himself as Laurium takes 2 more damage, goes to 4, and you hear Stritzelia's voice again, Laurium. And Aelita, you hear it too, as your minds are almost one for a moment. And Stritzelia goes, "Is that it?" And Laurium, what do you reply with?
No way, not a chance.
And Laurium,
And pulls himself back up again with his Keyblade, which also has a flower on it, I have learned.
Of course it does.
Aelita, you look at Jack, who's cracking his knuckles. We have a fight still.
And
I think Alpha is gonna.
Oh wait, it's Aelita. So we'll get to
Oh.
the second Alpha.
sorry, I was still debating if I
No
wanted
worries.
to use something. Because I'm kind of hurt.
Do you want to think about it a bit and defer?
Yeah.
All right, Alpha. Sorry about that, Alpha. Go ahead. Deke, what you got for us?
So Alpha still has to respond to the accusation that he doesn't have a family. And
Yeah.
I think what I want to do is I'm going to do a couple things. I want to spend a link or tap a link to get an advantage to roll for some magic, which is gonna give me a 10 exactly. And I want, I know I want to create an illusion. I want to I'm gonna heal one of Aelita's harm.
Yeah. Bring Alita back from the brink.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make my third option hit more than one entity, and I would like to heal everybody 1 harm.
Everybody? You mean everybody? Yeah, everyone can heal a harm.
I get to go down to 3?
You can go down to 3, yes.
So the illusion that I want to cast is I want to show Jekt Alpha's family. And I'm gonna drop some links in chat so that everybody can see who I'm talking about.
Oh, are you bringing out what's her name? Yeah.
Yeah!
Sherma? The one we've been hearing?
Yeah.
That's
So
just-
you see... oh god, that's a huge link. Okay, that one's not gonna work. That's fine.
Cool.
Okay. So you see, like, for a minute, like, the battlefield just, and everything going on just disappears, and you just see, like, a cute island with a farm, and you see a kind of steampunky looking airship floating nearby, and you see a girl in traditional white mage clothes with pink hair, and a whole bunch of different colors of chocobos all hanging out. You see a fellow who seems to be the owner of the airship, who... I'm gonna let everybody take a wild guess who owns the airship in a Final Fantasy game.
Is it Sid?
It's Sid!
Not only if it's Sid, it's Sid from Final Fantasy 14, because I feel like we gotta have some of your 14 family in there. It's the the Garland Island works.
Yes.
You see an alternate reality Mog, not Sarah's Mog, but a Mog.
I feel like you're summoning your family. We probably see the Guardians too.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially Caspian. Caspian has to be there. And you see also who I feel like are especially significant to Alpha in this moment. In addition to Sherma, who literally like rescued Alpha as a baby chocobo and raised him on her farm, you see Irma, who looks like a bad guy, and her chocobo Volg, who also looks like a bad guy. He's like a very large chocobo. He's got black and red feathers and a big scar over his beak. And like they look like bad guys, but in this like illusion, you see that they're there as part of the family.
I imagine that part in like, if anyone's seen like the ending of Naruto where like they do the final clash and it shows like everyone Naruto's like been friends with, and then Sasuke there's like no one behind him because it's like that loneliness. We just see that, and we see Jet's eyes go wild. And Jet looks off to the side as you see in the illusion beside him, you see a boy, probably like an older teenager, spiky blonde hair. And you hear the words, "I hate you."
Oh, my soul.
And Jet looks. I have to go back. I have to turn it back. I have to turn it back. It doesn't matter. Alpha, you have to understand. There's no other way. And he reaches his arm up, and descending from the sky, you can see a huge meteor is formed. Aelita, what do you do?
I'm gonna use Eyes of Heaven.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
And so that, hold on, okay, I'll do that in a second. That's mastery. 10, 12.
You know what?
Can I just split the meteor in half? Can I just,
Yeah.
like...
We look for a second, and we see, like, Alpha's, like, got his family held, and Aelita takes a step back. And Aelita, you also see your illusion in the huge grouping that is Alpha's family. And what do you see as Jet begins to bring the meteor back down to you?
I think I say something like, not my family. And then...
You do like the instantaneous, like, we like see you one frame and then you're across it in the other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That like, yeah.
And we see as the meteor splits completely open, raining rocks and fire to the side as energy brings down. And Jet looks in complete horror and in awe. Nothing I can do. It never works. I give myself over to gods and I'm still not strong enough. I just want to see my son! And he goes to strike you, Aelita. What do you do?
I'm going to try to, I'm gonna, I guess, like, defend. Can I defend by, like,
Yeah.
trying to jump out of the way?
Yeah, roll defend from harm. So roll plus light. Alpha, the other fist is coming for you as well.
Sorry, those are 2 1s.
Ooh!
As you take a damage, you get pinned to the ground, your keyblade sliding across. And you sit there and you preach about family. But do you even consider the lives that we have? The lives that our seekers are us seekers worth less than the Guardians?
Alpha is going to not roll to defend from harm. Alpha's going to roll to strike to subdue. Which is mastery?
Keyblade? Yeah.
Yeah, using my Keyblade. Oop, okay, reroll one of those dice. That is going to be a 9.
All right. Pick your choice.
I want to de-escalate the situation. So I think rather than trying to, like, get out of the way, I think Alpha meets Jet's fist with his Keyblade and makes it kind of like a battle of wills sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I want to... Oh, I know exactly what I want to do. With one wing hand holding his Keyblade, forced against the fist coming at him, Alpha's going to reach into his little pouch around his neck with the other and pull out Dr. Fasalier's little charm, his mythic phantasmal, and I'm going to spend my heart link with Dr. Fasalier for Nothing Hurts Like the Cold to deal 1 harm, and
As
Alpha's
you
going to say...
Yeah, what do you say?
Alpha's going to say, no, of course you're not worth less. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to have a chance at a life without darkness.
As green flames begin to spread across, as you can hear a voice in your head, Alpha. All right, I'm only going to do this one more time for you. You got to fight your own battles, kid. As the flames wash over Jet, burning his hand, and he recoils back. As you can see, is sort of breaking apart. And he turns to Phoenix. You can give me power. Make me something terrifying.
He'll warp his shape to where he's kind of just a nightmare version of himself.
Even more so, like...
Even more so, where it's like almost like dark shadows like coming off of him and like tendrils of smoke that's deadly, not like like just wispy smoke.
I got it. It's like a full plume as like he gets onto all fours and looks around and flames coming off of him. If the final Aeon is not strong enough, I will become something stronger than the final. Phoenix, you also have another group of people to fight. What do you do?
I do. So I am going to bring up my telepathic shield again. And then I am going to... She's going to use her reality storm to make some of the plumes of smoke that she just put on Jet attack the group that she's attacking, saying, remember who's in control here, who gave you this power. And so kind of use some of that power to like do what she's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're trying to strike everyone again?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll with intent. As the black flames are washing over the group.
That is a 7.
Okay. Great harm. Defend yourself. Take control.
Ray harm.
Alright. Everyone takes 2 harm.
Hey, Game Master.
Yeah.
How does all this work with my clocks, with my time stopping from like my action ago?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's resolve that right now, actually. Thank you for reminding me. As Phoenix does that, and then like you kind of get your ability up and time stops Phoenix. And
Does Phoenix work outside of time? Since she constructs her own reality?
Kind of, but in this situation, it's just you and Strange now.
I've left you able to move with me. You and I are the only ones that can move right now.
Well, I guess since she's not gonna do that, she's just going to.
So you're still doing it. It's just like stop midair. Basically.
It froze for a second. It's gonna continue when time picks up again.
Yeah. So that's still that roll still works. I'm not just gonna.
Okay. So we're still taking that harm.
Oh yeah, you're still taking that harm.
Are we taking that too, Alpha and
I? No, you're not. Not yet.
Okay.
We can keep at this until everything here burns.
What do you think the power of the Phoenix does?
I think it slowly decays and destroys the vessel that's in. Such as, I just gesture at her.
At this point, like she's also got like you could see like cracks almost like on her skin.
Yep.
Like she's pretty damaged. But that's what I enjoy, Master Strange.
Don't you think you'd enjoy a greater power?
There is no greater power than the Phoenix.
I control the cosmos. I move them like gears on a clock. I'm called the Sorcerer Supreme. Not superior. Supreme. For a reason.
And I move the world, the universe around the cosmos. I build cosmos within the cosmos.
Then wouldn't you like to do that without having to jump from person to person over and over again?
Why does it matter if I can continue to do it?
Because in me, you don't have to stop.
Nani?
Wait a second. Are you offering to take on the Phoenix's form?
Yeah.
You could do that if you want. If you want to agree to that, you could.
Let me wear out this vessel first. And then prove
Nope.
your worth.
One-time offer. You get this now, or I kick things back up again with a force powerful enough to crack you in half.
How would Nick? How would this work with like who's in control at that point?
It would be, I would assume Phoenix is the one that's usually in control. Like, it's like a, it's kind of like how it was with Jean Grey, where Phoenix would influence Strange. So you would basically become one person.
Would he become evil then?
He would definitely have the tenacity to one. Of like every other avatar you've ever been in has basically always failed in the end. You've never failed to corrupt someone.
Okay. What she'll do is, wow, I'm taking away my own player, my own character here. What she'll do is she'll leave a little bit left of the power of the Phoenix, just like almost like a bomb within Jean Grey's body. That's like just set to like explode, and then she'll take over Doctor Strange.
Great, and that's when I'm going to actually use my action to cast magic.
As you take the Phoenix power, what do you like to cast?
I'm going to teleport myself and lock myself outside of this reality.
Okay, roll to. that'll do.
And I'm going to activate from the ether for the daunting task that it is.
Go ahead and roll, Master Strange.
Double fives. 13.
As we watch as time resumes, and Alpha and Aelita, Max and Lorem, you see as Dark Phoenix, the power rushes into Master Strange.
What is he doing?
Strange!
And it is tearing him apart. Like, cracks are forming in his skin. His eyes are turning bright.
Yeah, that's when I start casting.
Alpha, you see this. Aelita, you see this. As the battles now join together.
Alpha's gonna call out, Master Strange! I hope you know what you're doing!
And as I form the cube to open the door, I'm just going to look to Alpha. Just go, keep fighting. And then I'll open the cube.
And you see as the, like, basic as the cube opens, the tendrils come out and they grab you and they start to drag you in. Yeah, exactly like that. As you watch, Doctor Strange does not resist. And you can feel Dark Phoenix, you attempt to break out. This was a trick. You did not want this to happen. You're like clawing out, but you can feel Strange's body is becoming its own prison. But you can talk as him if you'd like, in your own voice. Do you say anything?
So he's trapped in there with me, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this is the moment, like, you're getting pulled in. It's
Yes.
happening. So but you can scream outward from him and, like, talk to the rest of everyone else.
You had your chance. How many times have you risen and fallen and then risen again? One of these times you won't rise. I hope you're happy being trapped with me for eternity.
I could think of no better way to save my friends.
Strange. You fade into the box. But I would like you to activate your last move that's on your sheet, please.
I'm going to pass the prestige to the person I can see in front of me, which is Alpha, using Next Generation.
This is the second time Alpha's been the recipient of this move.
Yep.
As some of Master Strange's power flies off, the light touching you. And you watch Strange as you scream in pain as you are brought slowly into the box. Who thought it would end this way? The own master giving their life for the guardians they summoned. Alpha, do any of you say anything to Strange?
Yeah. Alpha, as the power flies to Alpha, Alpha's gonna just kind of like put a hand to his chest and then wave goodbye to Master Strange and say, Master Strange, we love you.
I'll walk up to him. Who knew that, you'd be the light all along?
Oh, sorry. Not yet.
What a metal way to go.
Do you see anything else other than you who knew you were the light all along? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're fine. I never thought that you would be the one that would go. You know it doesn't have to be this way, right?
Yes, it does. Fight's not over. Keep fighting for the light.
We all are. And then you will be missed.
Without another word, I'm going to force the box all the way open and go in.
As the box drops to the floor, but before it reaches the floor, it twists and turns in space, and it is gone from this world, along with the Dark Phoenix's power. But you watch as the body of Dark Phoenix is still there, and begins to emit a bright red light. We could say that you put some final words in here, Phoenix, if you like. What is your parting words with your fun little gift for everyone?
You hear her say, reality isn't what you expect. And then she shrieks. You hear like a loud scream as like it explodes.
And you see this chaotic energy explode outward that is vaporizing the area. If this hits you, surely it will be the end for you.
Can I do something?
What would you like to do?
I would like to try and subdue or wrap up with, like, vines this explosion.
We're going to say narratively that happens, but as you summon the power to it cuts through. This is This isn't like I can imagine that you will all try to like do stuff to defend, but this is an impossible attack.
Can I use my shield to defend them against this?
You know what would happen, right? Are you ready to make that goal?
I think if Strange can do it, I can do it too.
And we see Max as Jet rises up. Let you make that sacrifice as he tries to strike Max from behind. Does anyone interfere?
I'm going to.
I would like to interfere.
Okay.
My plants didn't work over there, but I want to regather my plants and try and grab his fist before he can hit Max.
Yeah, if you so you're trying to subdue, so roll strike to subdue. Alita, are you doing anything as well? Are you like comboing this?
See, I want to use I fight for my friends, but I'm trying to think of how. which would technically mean I would have to use, if there's no door, I'll make one first.
Also, you can spend we'll modify it. You can spend the heart link to do it.
So I got an 11. And also I have an ability where when I strike to subdue, I can defend myself from harm.
Yeah. As you watch, as you bring, so you can defend yourself from as Jet tries to strike you with his other hand, and you block it, Lorium, casting the vines and bringing the hand down. As Aelita emerges, you see bright light fading off of her as the power of her friends guides her blade, and she manages to sever his other arm, completing the attack and defending Max from the cheap blow. And Jet reaches back. Why won't you? Alpha. Aelia and Lorium have him on the ropes. Oh, you're muted, sorry.
I know exactly what I have to do. I have to use that power that Dr. Strange, or Master Strange just gave me. So we're gonna cast some magic. I'm gonna spend a link. Who do we... I'm gonna tap my locked link with Venom for this. And we're gonna roll cast magic. Alright, that's gonna be an 11.
Okay.
So, from my options... I want to... We haven't done this since, the first episode, but... or, well, the first world, I guess. I want to... From my options, I pick 3, plus I get bombastic and powerful. So I want to cause harm, do no unintended consequences, and unlock something. And Alpha's going to take the opportunity and pull out the Keyblade and go to unlock Jet's heart, which I know he's going to try to resist. But what Alpha has to say to Jekt is, Jekt, you can be as scary as you want, but do you think that's what your son would want? Even if you do get back to him? Do you think that's what's going to fix things? Do you think that's what's going to make him love you? I think you're lovable all on your own. You don't have to be a monster for that.
And with Aelita holding one arm back, well, one nub, and Lorium holding the other, Alpha pierces into Jet. Light spreads, and Jet looks at you, strain on his face. I gave up so much. My son. I wasn't even meant to exist, and neither was he. But I wanted so hard to fight for that impossible dream. I guess it was just out of reach for me. And I thought I could justify the roads. But you're right. My son saw me a monster once. I can't be a monster again. And before Lorium, Aelita, and Alpha, we see as Jet, darkness begins to spread off of him. we cut over to the explosion as everything stops in time for you, Max. If you levy your shield heal, you'll know what'll happen.
It's time for me to be stronger for everyone else.
Deep
And I'm gonna
blast.
move. Yeah, I'm gonna position myself where they're at, right in front of them. Slam that shield into the ground, and not move.
And you watch as this happens from behind the three of you. And the explosion washes over. Max, you feel your shield begin to break underneath the power of Dark Phoenix's final send-off. And the shield cracks in several places until it fades off into nothing. There's a bright light as these stations begin to rain down in glass around you. All of you. And suddenly, you're in this bright lit hallway. The reality shattered. Alita, Lorium Alpha, you're safe. Well, some better than others. You turn and look at Jet. I'm sorry, Alpha. I hope we can meet in the next one.
As Jekt is fading, Alpha's gonna run over and give him a big hug. And say, if I can be here now, then we'll meet again someday. And so will you and your son.
Keep our friends close. And you watch as Jet stares out into an empty space for a few moments. I can see him, even now, at the end of his path. One that chose not to follow. And the light disperses around you, Alpha. The jet fades. And we turn back to Alita, Lorium, and Max. The battle subsiding, Lorium. You gotta take a rest as you fall.
Very much so. Just sort of in a heap on the ground. My 5 harm.
Alita, how do you feel?
Alita is sort of like in shock. Can't knows what happened, but can't really just like put her finger on it to react because she knows like there's more to do. So she just sort of takes a moment and just stares out and then looks at the others and says, "Are you okay?" And she knows the answer, but she wants to ask anyway.
Max is shrouded, I should say, in gold. Light leaking off of him.
As long as everyone else is okay.
Everyone seems to be all right. They might survive. You can feel yourself getting weaker and weaker. You only have a little bit of time left.
I don't think I have a lot left. don't lose sight of what's really important here. You go and you give him hell. For me, for Strange, and everybody else. Yeah?
You bet we will.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh.
No, Zeke is me. You're good.
Oh.
Alpha's gonna run over and give Max another big chocobo hug and look up at him and say, Max, we'll meet again someday, okay?
Yeah. We're always gonna meet again. You know?
Promise.
Promise. You all need to get out of here. I think I'm just gonna rest here for a little bit.
We should get going.
You know, I think I agree with Max. I might need a rest too. I'll catch up with you guys. Don't worry. We'll see who gets there first, right?
Right. Alpha's
there.
gonna hold out a little wing hand to Lorium and say, it was good fighting alongside you.
You know what? Yeah, it was. And he takes the wing and sort of gives a little squeeze. Alpha, friends, yeah. What are you gonna wish for, Alpha?
I'm gonna wish that everyone could have a happy life together.
That's great. That's awesome. It is. What about you, Alita?
I'm still thinking about it. But I feel like when I get there, I'll know.
Yeah. Yeah, you will. Well, you better get going.
Alpha?
Yeah. And Alpha's gonna reach out and take Aelita's hand and say, just the two of us again.
Just the two of us.
We got this.
Alita, when Lorium says he'll catch up with you, and Max says he's gonna take a rest, you know they're both lying. As you push forward, a fiercer battle on the horizon. Only two seekers remain. Or one seeker, one master of darkness remain. Run off that place where dreams can finally be forged. Two scenes happen. As Max, you have a little bit of fight left in you. And you're left alone with Lorian. And both of you can hear something. A rumbling. As Heartless are swarming towards you.
You see that, right, Lorium?
We gotta give them the best chance we can.
Yeah.
They need to make it.
They're gonna make it.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
will.
get up and ready myself. Can I know that the shield got destroyed. Should I try summoning a shield again?
You don't summon a shield. You summon Keyblade.
This is what I asked for. But I guess we gotta make do, right?
Maybe it's what we need right now.
Azorium, you're barely holding yourself up.
Yep. And I think he'd probably sort of like look into nothingness and say to no one, well, to his sister, well, I hope you know that I didn't go out like a coward.
In this last moment, can we try to make, or can Max try to make a link with Florium?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
I'm going to say
Yeah,
through the intensity, you're just going to get whatever link you want. What link would you like to make with each other?
In this particular situation, what do you think would be best? Light?
Light or heart?
We'll go with light, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, light makes sense.
Good.
And the
And
last
with that,
shot.
I was going to say, and with that, Max is going to charge.
As Lori and Max both charge. And we cut to a moment. A different scene. A different place. Man in an armored suit watches. I've been having these weird thoughts. Like, is any of this for real? Or not? Scattered memory, that's like a far off dream. A far off dream that's like a scattered memory. I'm going to yours and mine. And as he takes a step forward, he draws a red glowing sword. Next time, it's my fight. And we cut to black, and so ends episode 17, not 16, as it 17, Angels and Aeons. I just want to thank everyone for joining in these always hectic battles. Narratives are going everywhere. But first, I want to say we're Thanksgiving. I want to say a special thank you to my long-standing guests, both Chad and Zach, who have been here since season 1. Zach even more so. Zach has been here since episode 3 and has starred more times than anyone else. Chad came in for our epic finale and has been a long fan favorite from before. And I just want to say thank you.
I know.
Mhm.
Oh, I was just gonna say, after last time, I was like, I really want to bring it if I ever came back again. I'm like, what you asked me, I'm like, yeah, I gotta bring it harder than the time before.
And I thought you definitely brought it this time. I really think this was an excellent showing. And I just want to say that's a wrap on Chad and Zach. Congratulations for completing your graduation. But not only that, but Red, this is your second time playing, and you joined us this season 2, but you portrayed an amazing Dark Phoenix.
Thank you. I enjoy it.
And I know you did. And thank you for coming on the show and being amazing as well. So I give a clap and applause to you. That is a wrap on Dark Phoenix. To our one-time guest star, Tori, playing Lorium, who took on this monumentous kind of lore-type role without knowing too much about the lore, but still did their research anyway. I thank you for that.
Not knowing too much is generous. I knew nothing.
And I hope you enjoyed yourself profusely tonight, because I did
an
as
amazing
well.
time.
So that is a wrap on Tori. And I would say that would also be a wrap on Aelita. Except Aelita still has one more battle to face. And will be joining us for part 4, the penultimate episode of Kingdom Hearts: The Interstitial War, next week. So you, my friend, have not yet graduated. you will be there soon. And Alpha, my main cast, my friend in arms. 2 more episodes left. How do you feel?
Not ready for it to be over? I mean, we've been doing this for like 2 years.
Oh my god. This song.
That's how you're supposed to play.
The timing.
The song always comes in at the worst possible time. Yeah, it's been a long ride. You know, this is it. So I'm gonna let all my guest stars please plug your stuff, tell them where you can find you, and just be amazing. We're gonna start in. I'm just gonna call on people. Tori.
Okay, hi. Yeah, my name's Tori. You can find me on Twitter and here on Twitch as That Nerd Tori, and also on Instagram, but I hardly ever use Instagram. I stream Variety here on Twitch. You can find me on Wednesdays with a Variety Wednesday, where I play a lot of mostly Final Fantasy XIV, and on Saturdays where I do Stardew Valley, but not tomorrow because I'm going to be in Philadelphia. And yeah, mostly I spend too much time on Twitter.
Chad.
I'm Chad. I played Max. I'm really happy that I got to come back a second time. I know I said that already, but I want to reiterate. I had such a great time. Thank you. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's IKEA_Viking. A part of Near Dark Society. We do Chicago by Night. We're on our last season of that, actually, where I play Alec. We do that every Monday. Sundays we do Death Attack, which is our own little homebrew D&D thing. So if those things are kind of in your interest wheelhouse, and you want to check those out, YouTube, you can follow socials, Near Dark Society on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's my shtick.
Also, shout out to your coworker from Near Dark, Quentin, for playing Caspian and all that, like almost a year ago. Actually, over a year ago.
I read the article. My man's got praise. I read the article. Shout out to him getting shouted out twice this episode. Also, yeah.
And Red.
Okay, hi, I'm Mischievous Red. I stream under Mischievous Red here on Twitch, and my Twitter is _Mischievous Red because surprisingly enough, Mischievous Red is taken. I appear as a Toreador in a Vampire the Masquerade game on Windy City After Dark on Mixdabber Studios on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Then on Mondays, I stream on my own channel as a variety stream, whatever the heck I feel like. Usually horror games, but it's been like art and like Final Fantasy XIV actually recently at 6:30 Central Time. And then Wednesdays I stream with my partner Ashenworks on Huntsman's Hydra, where we've been doing a lot of Magic the Gathering on the Wednesday stream, and that's at 6:30 Eastern or Central as well.
I would say, and Ashenworks was also on here.
Yes.
As Milo a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm. He made a great Milo.
He definitely did. Zach.
Hi there, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I have been what is now the Phoenix Supreme. Thank you, Red, for a fantastic final fight. That's my Twitter handle over there. You can find me all over the place. I am typically on ATL by Night on Tuesdays, twitch.tv/ATL by Night. I'm also on Adjacent by Night on Saturdays. We're coming back. We're figuring all the details out from there. On Monday, starting off a series on Gehenna Gaming called A Bit of Ultraviolence. So tune in to them for that. I appear on the Bard's Playhouse. I appear on Martlet Games. I appear here on Carrion Comfort Studios. I am wherever tabletop games are played.
Princess?
Hi, so I'm Calamity. You can find me as Prince X Calamity on all the things. You can find me on my Twitch channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays playing Final Fantasy. And then currently for my series, Fridays are a series that I play through, and currently we're actually playing through Kingdom Hearts, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So getting to enjoy it with other people for the first time in my life, because I played it like alone and didn't get to talk to anyone about it and nerd out. So it's been pretty great. I'm also part of a couple upcoming projects. You should follow my Twitter for those, because I can't remember them all right now, though tomorrow we're going to be on my friend Stella Luna's channel for the final episode of Urban Shadows, which has been a wild ride. I play Frida and Oracle, and yeah, her ex is evil now, so that's fun. Yeah, so that's all the places you can find me. I'm also a game developer and a writer, so you'll see all my projects. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see all that. Oh, and I just started a podcast that's going to be starting on the 25th. Sorry.
We love personal content here. We love the content. Give us more. Also, Urban Shadows is amazing. Very excited. And then Alpha, Zeke, roll us out.
Hey everybody, I'm Zeke. I have been your friendly neighborhood cartoon bird. You can find me on Twitter at E_Z_KIEL, EZKL. Right now, let's see, I just released the alpha version of a Caltrop core game that's meant to be an homage to my favorite parts of the original Dark Souls. And right now I'm working on something for the Push SRD jam that is going to be a little chaotic and silly, and I'm excited about that. And then I have 2 more game jams to do before the end of the month. So yeah, catch me on Twitter for lots of TTRPG content.
And screaming into the void. Hi everyone, I was your game master, Nick Francia. You can find me at Nobleman Nick below. Thank you to my guests yet again. Thank you to everyone for watching me. If you want to see more of me, you can see more of me tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I am going to be running the second part of our Alien anthology game. We finished up Charity of the Gods, and now we are rocking with Destroyer of Worlds. That's going to be amazing. A lot of cool memories, lots of fun. Gehenna Gaming is where I usually make my home, but Carrion Comfort's also my home. You can also find me Sundays at my third home on Devil's Luck Gaming, where I am a part of Trinity Sins of the Past, an awesome pre-recorded game that started with none other than my amazing friends Shayna and John. John being a close person to someone in this stream, I'm not gonna point out. Yeah, it's great. John's amazing. John was also
in the other room.
John's also was on Interstitial War as Rourke. So it's funny because, you know, Red and Tori, you know, both your partners were on stream together at a different, like, it's you know, things are fate and things are destiny. But other than that,
Symmetry.
2 more episodes of Interstitial. It's gonna, what I said before, that the hype doesn't die down, the train is still going. We are gonna end this with a bang. So please keep with us. Please keep pushing. Keep retweeting. Keep sharing our stuff. We appreciate you. We love you, and have a good night, everyone. And with the hearts.